Vivek Bharti has spent a lifetime seeing how corporates can work with the agriculture sector and how this could be beneficial for both sides. You've just heard from Rakesh Tikait and before that from Devinder Sharma. And the point is, all the pathos, all the emotion is with the likes of Devinder Sharma and Rakesh Tikait. You, Gurcharan Das, can say whatever you want. Ultimately, you will appear pro-corporate, pro-government, and Devinder Sharma and Rakesh Tikait will seem to have the more emotionally compelling argument. Now, how do you deal with this kind of a situation where there is economic logic on the one side, compelling economic logic, and the emotions of the Indian Andata on the other?
You're asking me.
Yes.
So there is obviously a huge trust deficit. There's obviously a very huge trust deficit. And the dialogue must continue. That is one thing is there. The point that Devinder was making that we need to diversify crop, there has to be a crop diversification. Everybody has agreed on that. The issue is, how do you reach that goal? The wheat-rice rotation is not sustainable. Corporates don't have much to do with rice rotation. You need a competitive market design. All these things are on the table. I don't think the government had moved in the right direction, but unfortunately, this whole thing has got so politicized. If you look at the previous government, the Congress government wanted to do the same thing. Planning Commission has written documents on proposing similar changes that the present government has introduced. The Congress party in its meetings has talked about these changes which they could not do earlier. Unfortunately, I think the political divide in this country is taking a toll on what seems to be the right direction for agriculture policy to move. That's all I would say.
No, Gurcharan Das, you heard the rather threatening tone and tenor of Rakesh Tikait. कि ठीक है देख लो क्या करेंगे हम भी यहीं बैठे हम नहीं कहीं जा रहे. And the reality is, if you study the Indian agricultural cropping pattern, most of these farmers who've come have largely sown their wheat. They've done the first round of irrigation. There's very little to be done on a daily basis on the farm, so they have time. It's not as if they'll be desperate to go back to their farms. They have some time. They're sitting here, and unlike, say, what you would do in a CAA...
Can I make one point? Can I make one point?
Yes, go on.
Can I make one point?
Go on, Vivek.
You know, markets operating perfectly fine in the dairy sector, in poultry, in various other crops, in various other agri-based activities. Why can't they operate elsewhere? We can support them. We can support the market, but you can't ridicule the markets completely. MSP works on less than 10% of the cropping system. There are a whole lot of sectors, fruits, vegetables, which are working on the market system. And corporates are involved in dairying. Large companies are involved.